Happy birthday, Leos. How are you doing? So we're going to do the astrological house system spread. So 12 areas of your houses with the over influence card in the middle. Then we'll use Moonology card just to see what the rest is. So what do Leos need to know this month? What do Leos need to know in the astrological house system? The astrological house system spread for Leos and astrological spread. Leos, Leos and astrological house system. Leos. Okay. So hopefully you guys will know about your chart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, can everyone see that? I should have practiced this before. Okay, on this new setup. So your overall influence for the whole reading, Leos, for the month is the Knight of Cups. So for Leos, this is a very gentle month. Very gentle about love coming into your life and more understanding of who you are. I do believe that a lot of you are coming into power of your own and developed such a lot of understanding of who you are. So that will attract the right kind of love into your life now. So I'm going to put that there. So this is house one. This is all to do with you, your personality and how you portray the world at the moment. So this is the Seven of Pentacles. Having patience and developing what you do want now is essential. For you to understand that growth is necessary on a lot of aspects. But when you cultivate feelings, thoughts, and actions, what are you actually cultivating? Because I know I said there's a lot of kind gentleness going around at the moment, but what else? What else are you really cultivating to see and grow and develop your own personality, but also your career, the way you view money and relationships, all those things? There has now got a tendency to be patient because things are coming to you in a really nice manner now. So this is house two. This is how you see possessions and how you value things. So with the Ten of Pentacles here, at the moment, you're still waiting on that perfect opportunity vision to come along. If you now use your intelligence and forethought in really finding out the inspiration to go forward in a way that will allow you to take the necessary action, because sometimes what you value is, at the moment, this month, is not taking a huge leap forward. Everything, as I said, everything's going to be gentle and calm. So this is a time, I think, for reflection, not overly talking, not saying your mind, just quietly, like a lioness, ready to pounce, not like the male lion. So working like that, just ready, seeing your goal before you go after it, is what's happening at the moment. So how are you communicating? Well, that's okay, isn't it? So you have here the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. So you can be quite precise in what you do want to say when you know when to say it. You'll have a lot of inspiration and thoughts going forward. So those who want to talk to you, hopefully, they'll be able to get a word in edgeways. There is an aspect here that you have to almost like end something, cut something off in a gentle way. So what is that? Before you take the necessary action, having the patience to be able to sort things out. Because at the moment, if you were to hastily go in too hard, then it's just going to cause a lot of friction. But soon, very, very soon, you'll be able to communicate exactly what you want, and others will be able to converse with yourself as well. Okay? So, how's home life going? Ah, well, that's good, isn't it? So, for home life, you've got the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Wands, excuse moi. So, with the Four of Wands, home life and where you came from has been quite stable of late and in this month. You've got reason to celebrate. You've got reason to have crossed. You know, with the Five of Pentacles, they've got this white bridge. Here you've got the white bridge and you're here in your castle, in your home, and you feel ready to celebrate and to build on that. Build in your community with your family. So anything to do with social gatherings. And there's also the message came through a robin. Does a robin mean anything to anyone? Because that popped in my head, a robin. So maybe a robin. So sometimes people think of a robin when someone's passed over, and when they notice a robin, it's messages from their loved ones. So, you know, if that means something to someone, do let us know. For the rest of us, there is time to just gently plod on in the celebration of who we are and what we have around us. So it's going to be a happy time within your home life and where you've come from. Going back to the communication, if there is a sister or someone who's very strong female, it could even be a male figure who's got some sort of feminine side, is wanting to communicate. That's also good. So it might even be to do with celebrating with that type of person. So we move on to the fifth house. So, wow. So here we've got, we got a bit of a struggle, haven't we? So moving forward in a determined motion, and watching your health particularly is very important. But if you can see that there is a balance between working hard and tapping into your emotions, but there is an aspect here within the fifth house to just look up, because sometimes looking up when things are not going as well needs to be there. Because if we go back to the Knight of Cups here, then love is coming and your situations is coming also. So this is presented, this is like a lifeline for you, a lifeline in communication and how you see yourself. Okay, so this is an important aspect to remember. So when we look at work, a lot of you may really start fresh. You may even start your own business, quite honestly. So there is an aspect here where if you look towards your fatherly influences and how they've worked, maybe you're adopting that kind of way. But for some of you, this might be a person of love interest within your work sphere who may actually be an Aries, which could be very interesting. Not an Aries, yeah, an Aries. I'm going mad today. So there's an aspect where if you want to tap into that, then that's quite interesting. But general work is good. You feel in charge of how you conduct yourself in everyday activities. There might be some advice coming to you as well at work. There could be a promotion as well, so that's what you might be celebrating after a hard time. So this patience and looking in a new vision is definitely there. So let's have a look at your relationships. So this is to do with romantic relationships and partners. It could also do with work partnerships. So there's going to be a new way of thinking, a new way of processing, maybe with the new love coming into your life. There's an aspect where just to see what was rough in your life, because it hasn't been particularly traumatic, especially springboarding from your home life. So it almost seems that this is a very interesting. If you do want to communicate, and as I said, not now but later, there seems to be this transformation to go to a safer place of thinking, of being, and of doing. So I think if you do have that older, wiser person to help you, some of you it could be your spouse, then that's quite good. But for you to really realize that help is there when you definitely need it. So that's really interesting if you're a Leo. Yeah, so okay, so here we go through the eighth house with death and things like that, money, other people's money. So maybe you're feeling with the devil here that your finances are tied up and you're waiting. So this patiently waiting for a better situation to come through is quite interesting. There is, for some of you, a codependency as well. Maybe you are relying too much on the partner, and that's why this has come to light, to move away from that kind of thinking. Could be a Capricorn that's trying to keep you small or trying to help you, because there is this help. I do believe there is help for you, for some of you who are in a dire position at the moment. So asking for help for maybe a friend who is that aspect could be quite interesting. But yeah, it's like being tied down too much. But yeah, we need a little bit of positivity, don't we? Right, travel and religion. Let's see what's going on there. Being prevented again. What's going on? So maybe you just want to go somewhere, but it's just too much. Feeling like work and situations are too difficult is spilling into the fun factor of travel and things like that. So if you feel like you are having a hard time connecting with your spirit and who you are, then it's a case of keep going. You have to, basically you've got to keep going. Ask for the help that's needed and allow the new transformation to take place. And when you're ready to speak, speak. But the thing is, this is really a challenging time, isn't it? Unfortunately. But you're strong. Leos are always strong. And remember, with reflecting back to here, gentle and easy and lots of love will come to you. Just take it easy, slow and patient and easy. Okay? So now we go to the 10th house, which is career and reputation. Well, that's nice and strong, isn't it? See, so later in the month, moving on, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a great motherly card. You can even see this as the Mother Earth. So how is the Mother Earth supporting you, and how are you supporting it? For you, this is your career and reputation. So you will be able to make money. If you've been struggling with money, you're holding the big pentacle, and what you've grown in this particular house here, you can now sit in charge of your life. What you value is your future, and the knight will become the queen. And so what you've seen in the beginning of the month, you've now made for yourself. So everyone knows that you're the boss of who you are in a gentle, kind way. So there's going to be a lot of thinking surrounding your finances, and you may even be able to write. There's communication, intelligence coming along. So for some of you, if you're interested in that aspect, just ebooks and things like that. I mean, it is going to take time for the new thinking, but please don't be codependent on someone. Yes, ask, like I said here, it's like ask for a little bit of help, but don't rely all the time on a certain person. But this is really good aspect with career. So struggling with work and everyday activities here is a little bit daunting at times, but you should be all right. It should be all right. Right, 11, friends. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. Wow. So your friends are going to love you. And you're going to have a great time celebrating. So there is a lot of time here for social events. Well, obviously your birthday is around the corner, unless you've just had it. Sorry for being late. Gosh. But time to celebrate and be happy and just be grateful for what you have. If you are struggling significantly with certain things, then this is the time to be happy, to celebrate, to be in with a oneness, especially if you've got close siblings. Not being frozen out or anything like that, and how you look at your childhood aspect. But when you're grown up, you can celebrate who you are and you can share those aspects. So any help from them, hopefully they're going to listen, and you to listen to them. What they've got to tell you may be quite insightful, to be fair, because that's opposite there. Right, the last house, guys. So this is things that are hidden. So for Leos, we are making a decision about what to do and what to focus on. So what would you like to focus on? Well, I think money and career is important because that seems to be growing quite significantly. But here is always a choice and an illusion of choice, because what is being focused in this month is definitely of value of money. Yeah. So sometimes it's to do with spirituality and religion, and there are kind of blockages here, definitely. It does seem hard with the religious religion and the higher things that are hidden, holistic things like that. Some people use this house as prisons and institutions, but no, we won't do that. But with relationships here, it is moving away from something that hasn't worked significantly. So generally for Leos, it is going to be a time to keep going. But remember, if there are aspects here in each particular house, to be gentle, to be kind and soft. This is what it's about. Sometimes we can be very forceful in what we say and what we mean, but sometimes we have to be to the point to get rid of. However, that there is still a little bit of time to wait until the time's right. You'll know who to ask, you'll know what to say. If this is to do with asking your boss whether to leave or get promoted or something like that, then that could be interesting, because here you do have the reputation and career aspect to make your own money. So that's something for you to look into, definitely, definitely. But moving away in the devil aspect, because sometimes relying on other people to give you that money is going to be very challenging. And do you know what? Do you know what's just come through? It's like they expect, if someone gives you something in the past, it's almost like they've expected something in return. So that's a bit not so good, is it? But this asking for help isn't from that person, if you know what I mean. Right, let's have a look in the Moonology cards to see what stages you're at. What does Leo need to know? Okay, just one card will do. So nothing is yet set in stone. So when we do go after our own career and aspects, then sometimes, because we've got this challenging hard work and we know money is challenging, which is affecting how we look at ourselves, how we believe in ourselves, and tapping into someone who's been down the same road as you is going to help significantly. So when nothing is set in stone, just nudging at little things, you know, tapping away. It's like making having a big crystal and then making a crystal ball. You know, you got to tap away at certain things to reveal the absolute truth for you in a gentle, loving manner. Now, there seems to be here that everything is all right as long as you can communicate. There's nothing really, anything too untoward. So, yeah, just that little bit of work thing, growing what you do want is definitely there. So, yeah, so I hope that's helped. I know it's a bit kind of weird, but sometimes it's like that. So I wish you all the well, all the best, and lots of love to you all, and have a good birthday. See you later.